Only those who have experienced it truly understand how painful it is to lose a pet. When they die, many questions arise. Is there something within them that survives beyond the physical body? Our brothers and companions on this earthly journey have much shorter physical lives compared to humans. Yet like us, they possess an immortal and constantly evolving spirit. If you believe in this deep connection between humans and animals, make sure to follow the channel and leave a like so more people can awaken to this spiritual truth. And it is exactly about this spiritual journey of our animal friends that we will explore next. Animals such as insects do not yet have an individual emotional identity. They function as a kind of collective intelligence. More evolved beings, such as mammals and birds, do have individualized spirits, each at different degrees of evolution. Every living creature in the universe, created simple and ignorant, is compelled to struggle toward the conquest of reason. It is a long journey. Over tens of millions of incarnations, the animal soul will, in a distant future, begin its experience within the human species or within a similar species, always advancing toward increasingly higher levels of consciousness. One day, reasoning will surpass instinct. For now, however, animals have no karma because they lack free will. They are not responsible for their actions. Since they are not self-aware, they are not subject to the expiatory process. In spiritualism, it is believed that some animals possess a form of mediumship. They can sense subtle energies and are often correct in their perceptions. Additionally, they act as antennas, absorbing negative energies from people who do not wish their owners well. When animals disincarnate, they are assisted by specialized spirits who receive them on the spiritual plane. This applies both to those that do not yet have individual souls and to more evolved beings. During reincarnation, there is a natural attraction among animals, whether they live in groups or are domesticated, bringing together spirits that have shared previous lives. This reunion supports the development of emotions, which is essential for spiritual evolution. Animals, especially domestic ones like dogs and cats, learn from us, their brothers and teachers. During their time by our side, they undergo various experiences. It is possible, and even quite common, for them to remain spiritually close to their owners after death. They often return to the same home multiple times, inhabiting different bodies. Reincarnation allows for emotional reunions between animals and humans. There are different types of spiritual care for disincarnated animals, depending on their circumstances, especially in cases of sudden or violent death, to aid in the restoration of their perispirit. Numerous spiritual facilities exist to meet these needs, offering treatment and support for animals. One of these special places is the Celeiro dos Anjos colony. Celeiro dos Anjos is a magnificent spiritual colony located in the fourth dimension, existing in perfect harmony parallel to Earth's physical biosphere, the vast and intricate network of regions where life unfolds. While invisible to the human eye, this colony vibrates on a subtler energetic frequency, overlapping our world like a luminous, ethereal layer that shelters countless animal souls after their earthly journey ends. Many people imagine spiritual colonies as being distant, elevated far above the lower spiritual threshold, existing in lofty celestial planes, accessible only after long periods of spiritual purification. This is often true for human souls. However, when it comes to animals, the divine plan follows a different and far more compassionate design, transporting thousands upon thousands of small, innocent souls far from the biosphere, only to return them shortly afterward for new incarnations, which often occur rapidly, would be unnecessarily complex and energetically demanding. Instead, these colonies are strategically placed closer to Earth, allowing a natural and harmonious flow between the physical and spiritual realms of the animal kingdom. Celeiro dos Anjos is located in the state of Rio de Janeiro, spiritually extending over an immense area of more than 43,000 square kilometers. It serves as a vast reception and care center for mammals of all sizes, from the tiniest creatures to the grandest terrestrial animals. Insects, reptiles, birds, and marine beings remain even closer to their native habitats after physical death, continuing their evolution in spiritual environments that mirror their natural surroundings. When an animal's physical life ends, its soul is lovingly received by specialized human spirits, beings who have devoted themselves to the sacred mission of caring for animals in the afterlife. These spiritual caretakers guide the newly arrived soul with tenderness and compassion. The animal is gently freed from earthly ailments, fear, and pain, entering a state of peaceful restoration. Unlike human spirits, animals recover very quickly, their spiritual bodies naturally harmonizing with the elevated vibration of the colony. Once they are restored, their spiritual journey continues. In accordance with their reincarnation planning, each soul is prepared to inhabit a new physical body, ensuring the continuity of its evolutionary path. This transition is often swift, reflecting the fluid and instinctive rhythm of animal evolution, which progresses through countless experiences over millennia. Celeiro dos Anjos is not the only spiritual sanctuary of its kind. Across the spiritual dimension, many colonies exist, each connected to different spiritual cities. These places are vibrant centers of activity where hundreds of dedicated spirits work tirelessly, ensuring that no creature is forgotten or left behind. Many of these workers are souls who, during their earthly lives, were veterinarians, biologists, or people who simply held deep love and respect for animals. A well-documented account from a medium during a spiritual unfolding experience provides a touching example. She visited one of these colonies and encountered Paulo, a veterinarian who had once been her neighbor on Earth. Paulo had passed away at a young age, but in the spiritual realm, he continued his beloved vocation with unwavering dedication. Surrounded by animals he adored, he found renewed purpose, demonstrating that love and service transcend physical death. Professionals by earthly standards, but they shared a profound, selfless love for animals. Their intention was to create a spiritual haven where these innocent beings could find care, rest, and joyful companionship between incarnations. The colony itself is breathtaking. Expansive green pastures, lush forests, and vibrant landscapes stretch as far as the eye can see. Crystal-clear lakes sparkle under a golden, ever-radiant light. It is a realm where nature flourishes in its purest form, untouched by human destruction or suffering. Mediums who have clairvoyantly observed Celeiro dos Anjos describe majestic lakes where animals, especially disincarnated dogs, leap and play with contagious joy. In this realm, every being radiates a sense of freedom, innocence, and harmony. Different species coexist peacefully, free from fear and competition. Predators and prey, once bound by the struggles of earthly survival, live side by side in a state of spiritual brotherhood. This harmony reflects the divine design that underlies all creation, a reminder that in the spiritual dimension, love is the universal law. At the heart of Celeiro dos Anjos stands its wise and compassionate leader, Atanael, who has guided the colony for more than 200 years. As chief guardian, Atanael oversees the delicate balance of this spiritual